Collective, how are you guys? Evie and I are doing good today. Thank you all for being here, for spending time with us. We love you and appreciate you so much, Collective. So we're just going to tap into this message I've got pulled. I went ahead and pulled to cut down on some time. We've got exhausted. Okay, so someone's exhausted here. I just had a horrible sneezing fit right before I hit play, so I'm sorry I sound raspy and congested. I just sneezed like 17 times. Alright, so someone is exhausted. They're burned out. They feel burdened. They feel empty inside. We have a divine masculine in reverse, so we have a karmic masculine here that's feeling exhausted and burned out. Could be from someone that they're married to or in a relationship with. Okay, this could be someone that you could be feeling exhausted and burned out and burdened by. Okay, that was coming after you in some way. Feeling exhausted because they're doing divination against you. They're abusing divination. Could be trying to affect you getting into a relationship, making it hard for you. We've got the Six of Swords in reverse. Moving away from a place of calm, going towards something that's just chaotic and crazy. Someone could have changed their plans, wanting to return home. There's a lot of hardship. They saw that it was calm and happy with you. There's been some kind of a delay here. There's no passion here. Passion came out in reverse. There's no passion. I love satisfying all of your desires. This person doesn't satisfy you in any way. You moved on from this person where you have absolutely no feelings towards this person. Abusing divination. This person could want you to feel passionate towards them. Could be trying to do spell work, like come to me spells, things like that. Take a spiritual bath, okay? Get this person out of your energy. This person is attacking you with divination. Abusing it. They're focused. They're very focused on you. They have eyes for you. They're fascinated by you and they're watching you, okay? They're fixated upon you. They're sending you the evil eye because you love yourself. They're mad because you love yourself. So they're fixated upon you. They're focusing intently on you. They can't stand it that you love yourself so much and that you're taking care of yourself. So they're sending you the evil eye because they don't want you to be in that energy, because that's going to make whatever they're sending you, abusing divination, not work, okay? Yeah, you're balancing something out majorly here with the Star, with the Two of Pentacles. You've balanced something out here that you've definitely healed from, okay? You have a positive outlook for the future. You've been healing. You've got the Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. You could have a new venture coming in where your payments of like whatever financially could be paid to you could increase with a new opportunity. It's the start of something new that's going to be successful. It's the arrival of good news on material things. Okay. You've got a positive outlook for the future. You're full of hope. You're healed. They're sending you the evil eye. They're mad. Divine feminine, divine masculine. This person, you could have been in a situationship with this person here. Okay. You're not on this roller coaster with them anymore. Roller coaster's in reverse. So I don't think we need to label things or define our relationship. So someone could have had you on a roller coaster with them, trying to act like, oh, I'm going to commit, like they had all this passion for you, but they didn't. They could have even lied and tried to make you believe that they wanted to marry you. This was very karmic energy here. They could have affected new beginnings. They could have affected your healing. They could have affected the balance within your being. They could have affected your money because of this situationship here. We have aid. Receiving mercy, charity, kindness, an act of kindness. Someone giving you a helping hand. This person was very manipulative, okay? The Nine of Swords with death and love. You know, this person could have really made you believe that they loved you, and that it was just like this really painful ending all of a sudden. Full of anxiety, so stressed, couldn't sleep. Felt like, I'm just hearing, feeling dead inside. Because of this situationship where this person, there could have even been like a ring, you know, like you could have even been engaged to this person for some of you. Saying, oh, I'm starting to fall head over heels for you. So someone could have been doing that to you. We've got the person causing you negativity is an earth sign. So you could have been dealing with an earth sign for some of you, or some of you could be an earth sign, but for some of you, this could resonate. There could be an earth sign in your past that's causing you negativity. And we have divine intervention. It's a time for reflection. So something happened and unfolded here where you got off this roller coaster. And that was help coming in. That was divine intervention. You had mercy coming in from spirit with divine intervention because of all of the stuff that this person's doing. They were strategic. We've got a rich guy here who's a karmic masculine, okay? And you just flipped this how it resonates, divine masculine. I'm just reading the energy. There's no gender in tarot. So, I mean, it could be a rich woman that's a karmic femme, divine masculine. You all just flip it how it resonates. Nope, we've got a rich guy who's a player, okay? Or a rich girl here. They were strategic. They were planning something. More interested in the thrill of the chase than in forming meaningful relationships. So they just act like they love someone, love bombing them, creating situationships. And then divine intervention came in and you were moved away from this person. And if you could have had something that they were saying was going to lead to marriage and it didn't, definitely that's a good thing. That's good that this death card came in. You could have gone through a dark night of the soul whenever this relationship ended and it was very painful. It could have affected your pathway, your money. You had to balance a lot of things out. But you did. Coming out as the Empress, you sure did. The Empress with the Three of Pentacles. So something that you're doing for your work. You've got material wealth. You're very skilled. You could be a master and very knowledgeable in what you do for your job or your career. You're learning and dedicated to your education and gaining new skills and knowledge so that you can have more material wealth and luxury in your life. You're very fertile. You're a master manifester. You're very creative. You're motherly. You're nurturing. And the Empress has mastered all of the queens in the deck. Okay. It's the epitome of the divine feminine energy here. And we all encompass divine feminine and divine masculine energy. You could have a very healthy balance in your divine feminine energy right now, okay? And you love yourself. And this person is abusing you with divination because they don't like this. They don't like this, okay? They don't. This is making them angry, is what I'm hearing. They think they're frustrated because you're operating in this energy and they can't affect you the way that they're wanting to. It's making them mad, okay? Hold on just a minute. I better figure out how I'm going to lay these cards out. I've got a lot of cards. Okay, I think I figured it out. Okay, sorry, collective. I've got a lot of cards pulled right now. Okay, so somebody's always partying, okay? They're always partying. They're exhausted because they're always partying. They're burned out. They're empty inside. They could be numbing themselves. They feel threatened, embarrassed by appearances. They've got a curse with imprisonment, full of hate, causing a catastrophe and misfortune. Someone could be going to jail. This could be spiritual jail because they're doing curses. There's pins and a puppet here, okay? We've got the Five of Swords and mixed signals, creating a lot of conflict and confusion, okay? arguments, a lot of stress and tension. I don't mean to confuse you, but I don't know what I want right now, so that this can remain a situationship and stay where they wanted it to. Spreading rumors about you. Cleansing your energy. Someone could be coaching you on how to cleanse your energy from a curse. Meditating, clearing your space to remove the negativity. Someone could have been obedient and doing curses. These ops here. Well, something's coming to the light. We've got the sun coming out. Some kind of truth is coming forward. Something is going to go well in your favor. Success, good fortune coming in. Remain positive. Focus on your health. You have no spark with this insecure person here. There's no spark here. We have to admit that the chemistry just isn't there between us, okay? They're embarrassed because of their appearance. They feel threatened by you. You could know something about this person. They're very insecure compared to you in coming out in Empress energy, okay? Could be an ex-lover here, an old spark that feels threatened by you. We've got lust and homeless with a tower. So someone could have been in very lustful energy here. They could have needed a place to stay. They could be feeling like a failure. They could be poor. They could be struggling financially. They've got a lust demon on them, and it's caused a tower moment. Something has become like an absolute disaster in their life. They're confused. They don't understand how this tower has hit. Okay? Dodging bullets with family. Blocking negativity. Escaping crazy people and protected by haters. So someone's family could even be like, you know, with an ex here that still has love for you, could be defending and protecting you from haters. They know that there's no spark here. This person's insecure, so they're talking shit and spreading rumors because you're this amazing person and they can't stand it. They've got this unexplainable pull that they can't resist. You're magnetic, your energy. They can't let it go, okay? The distant future or a whole collaboration of people could do something here, okay? And it could have to do with something lustful here. Someone's unstable in their finances with the Ace of Pentacles and unstable. So someone could have been at some point very stable and secure in their finances, and then boom, a tower hit, and a huge hit could have happened to someone's finances. And I was also drawn to the always partying and exhausted. Someone could be spending a lot of money on their addictions, okay? It's a magnetic pull that they can't resist. With the collaboration of people, with their family, they could be even influenced by family members. They're unstable. This person is a mess, okay? And they could be telling their family that even. With moves in silence, with always partying and exhausted, they could try and hide how bad an addiction is. Traveling, experiencing new things. They're stressed out. They have headaches. They're under pressure. They can't sleep, okay? Traveling around with some kind of magnetic pull that they've got going on. They're confused or creating confusion and illusion regarding something that occurred in the past, regarding communication, possibly even from someone from their childhood. Someone could have had someone from their childhood that's involved here. Unstable communication. They're all in their head about some kind of new love. Sleeping with someone. They were satisfied about a new love. Now they're all in their head, moving in silence. They're stressed out. They're overthinking and overanalyzing. They've been spreading all these rumors. They're exhausted. You're exhausted. This person's so insecure. Even haters are starting to protect you now. Everybody's tired of hearing about this shit. You're sleeping good at night. You're comfortable. You're satisfied. Okay? Queen of Swords and commitment. You could, and spiritual. Okay? You're very honest. You have integrity. You're truthful. You don't fuck around with the Queen of Swords. Could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, someone that you were in a commitment with. Could be trying to affect your commitments. You have spiritual communication coming through from your guides. an unexplained freak accident with surviving the daily hustle with the hamster wheel here. We've got a bully. Someone could have been abusing you financially. They could be trying to do something to affect your finances with this Ace of Pentacles that came out over here. Okay, they're bullying you. Could even be bullying you in the dream state. We've got a whole community of people that was interested in investing in something here. Okay, whole community of people. They were working towards a goal and they thought it was going to pay off. They put a lot of hard work and patience into something here. Out, drama queens out chasing thrills. They're thirsty, causing chaos. They have continuous cycles of addictions with bad decisions that they're making and creating here. Okay, this person could be in an unexplained freak accident because they're out being reckless in this energy, and then they're a drama queen. Okay, this karmic masculine here could have some kind of an alliance of people that they trust. Okay, to collaborate together and bully you, a whole community of people. It could be family members too. Something could be going on in the courts. Divine justice coming in. Truth coming out. There's going to be some kind of a legal issue. It's going to be a justly deserved outcome to the consequence of what this karmic masculine is doing here. They're in a polyamorous relationship here. They're interested in polyamory. I don't know that I'm meant to only be with one person for the rest of my life out chasing these thrills. And then now they were moving in silence, sneaking around. They're all in their head. They're really stressed out because continuously they are always making these bad decisions. They have a serious addiction with always partying, spreading rumors because they're so insecure. They're threatened by you. Okay, they're sending a lot of negative energy towards you. Be sure that you're taking your spiritual baths to cleanse this person out of your energy. We've got masked, hiding, concealing, and deception. Getting a call and hearing from them, their hesitation. So they could be hesitant on reaching out and trying to call you in some way. Okay, this drama queen here. They could be worried about how you're going to react. You're coming out as a starseed high priestess here that's completely incompatible with this person. Yeah, you see straight through this person. You let your intuition guide you. You have discernment. You can see straight through this person's shit. Okay, you know what this person was doing behind your back, and you know what this person is doing behind your back even when you're not in a relationship with this person. Okay, you were completely incompatible with this person. Archangel Michael came in to protect you, to prevent harm from coming towards you because of what this person was hiding and concealing with all this deception. Divine intervention has come in twice. Okay? Archangel Michael is furious. Archangel Michael is furious with this person and how they affected your home, your stability, your security, your foundation, your safety. Okay? Archangel Michael took offense to this. Archangel Michael is mad, and this person is unpleasant in Archangel Michael's eyes. Your children, your job are protected, and Archangel Michael sees that you are innocent and is protecting you because you're the starseed high priestess here. Something that you do for work, your master at your craft. It's protected. Okay? Cutting ties from someone that Archangel Michael is like, red flag, red alert, red alert. Okay? Star Trek can be significant. Cutting ties from this person that you're incompatible with. You promised yourself you'd never date someone like me again. Stop. Don't ignore the red flags. We're at a crossroads. Going in a different direction. Okay? A different home, a different foundation. You could have asked your family to help you with your stability, with money. Could have had a hard time. Someone could have gone and created a family with someone else and then left you out in the cold, needing help. You took offense to this. You were mad. It was painful. It was hard. There's tension in the chemistry here between the two of you. There was so much tension. You were incompatible. You didn't feel good with this person around you. You didn't want this person near you. You knew this person was betraying you. You knew that they were doing this behind the scenes. You could feel it. And if you called them out, they'd lie, they'd gaslight you. The honesty and truth with their friends. A mature man here, it's karmic masculine, telling someone's friends could be finding out the truth. Someone's friend could be telling the truth. This could be a friend that's protecting you, protected by haters. Okay. Lying. Their friends could be finding out the truth and putting up boundaries because of this moon magic here, this moon energy, this deception. They're in a state of fear. Things are not what they seem to be with what was going on with this karmic here. They're full of deception. They wanted the truth to be unknown. They were telling all kinds of shit to their friends. And you've got firm boundaries, and now these friends could be putting up boundaries. I'm going to push your boundaries, and it's up to you if you let me. Okay, these karmics here. There was a third party with these haters. Lesson learned. Your intuition was telling you this was an eternal love, so this was a soulmate, okay, energy in your life. You had your inner knowing, your inner radar was going off, telling you there could be a legal system or something going on in the legal field with someone that you had a family with. Someone could need to hire an attorney, okay? Something could be going on in the courts with someone's family. There's stability. There could be relationship problems, instability and arguments in the family. Could have had to get it, file for divorce for some of you. Something could be going on with children. It's no longer a happy family. Treating you like trash. Throwing you away so that they could swipe right and come together with someone else as they're out cheating. So glad you took a chance to put yourself out there so I could find you. Trying to get rid of something. This was someone that you had a soul contract with. They're guilty. There could be a confession. This person could want your forgiveness. Truth's coming out. Karma's coming in. Karmic wheel is turning. Karma is coming, and there could be a court case here. Truth's coming out that you rejected this person. You didn't want a friends with benefits type situation with this person. You're not going to be polyamorous with this person. You're not doing that. You rejected any offer that they could have tried to bring towards you to still be hooking up with this person. I want you to compromise and make changes so I can have friends with benefits with you. I'm going to wear a mask and be deceptive so we can come together. They're inconsistent. They just wanted to trap you into like a state of bondage. Wanted you to feel trapped and bound to them so they could travel towards you in the chariot here. Trying to bind you to them. Message me. Don't be afraid to reach out. I'll come over. And then boom, they break your heart. You rejected this person. You didn't want your heart broken anymore. It's divine timing again. Believe in the right timing. You're a sweetheart here, collective. Divine intervention twice and divine timing. Something's going on. Some kind of a decision will be made in the court because this person was using you. There's something going on in the courthouse. Someone could have to hire an attorney. Torn between the choices of what to make. Something could be going on even with a chariot. That could even be something with a car payment, a car wreck, something. Someone's blind to the truth. They're caught in the middle of something. They were using you. They have ulterior motives and they were taking advantage of you. Okay, this person was forceful. They forced things on you. They forced their way in and they used force to get what they want. And they were cheating. Okay, cheating with karmics. And just throwing you away like trash. We've got justice and abuse with the Three of Swords. This could be like DV here. Someone could end up going to jail because of a DV charge here. And that could be what this court situation is. Someone's heartbroken here. It was painful. You're closing the cycle with this toxic energy. You don't want anything else to do with this toxicity. This person was just using you. They were non-committal. They were full of shit. being like, oh, it's going to be okay. We'll work on our stability. We'll reconcile and rebuild our relationship. Because they see that you're coming out in your North Node. You got out of this Karmic South Node energy, and they're wanting to ride off your coattails and just come in and break your heart and abuse you some more. They're jealous because you're coming out as the Empress and the Emperor in this energy. You're mastering self. You're in your North Node, collective. Not everyone is going to be in their North Node working on their purpose and balancing out that karma. But if you're not there, you're working towards it, okay? You're working towards it. And you're healing and you're doing the work to get there. This happiness here, when this spiritual contract broke, closed this cycle with this forceful, abusive person, you were so happy. You felt whole. You felt empty with this person, and you were exhausted. You were burned out. You were burdened. Now you're whole. You're overjoyed. You're smiling and you're happy. You're the sun. Sunflowers could be significant. Someone's doing rituals on your profession. They do not like what you do for work. They do not want you being an expert. They don't like that you're talented. They're abusing divination. They were celebrating this with a best friend. They could have been kissing their best friend's ass. Literally. Lick that ass, Papa Smurf. Lick that ass. Unfinished business with an unresolved situation. Brainy Smurf and Papa Smurf. Going on adventures. How reckless as fuck. Jezebel. Exploring their passion as they travel around. They're a professional Jezebel. Cheating. I mean, come on. The fuck? With the Three of Cups? Yeah, they are definitely screwing around. And you're done. You're in this beautiful, nurturing, loving energy, collective. You're a mentor to others. You're full of wisdom. You give back. You're so done. You completed this cycle. The cycle is closed. You broke this contract. It is no more. It don't matter how this forceful motherfucker wants to come toward you and kiss your ass. No, it's not happening. Archangel Michael and divine intervention has come in so many times. You may be having to take a lot of spiritual baths because it's just like constant, non-stop fucking attacks. I know it's what's going on in my energy. Well, it's stopping. Because you have ascended out of this energy. You don't vibe down there with these low vibrational motherfuckers anymore. They don't understand. They don't understand. You're so done. You're not there anymore. You've ascended. These attacks don't hit you like they used to. And they're not going to. It's only going to get worse. The more you ascend, you're in Queen of Pentacles energy. You're wealthy. You're hot. A lot of you, you're happily single. If you're not single, you're hot as hell and you've got your divine counterpart coming in, collective. You nurture yourself. You're doing you. You're stress-free. You're focused on your career. You're setting goals. And your goal here is a fated meeting, important connections, and this person just wants to create conflict. Think back to the Five of Swords that just came out. Creating conflict and all this, creating conflict. Catfishing you with the Two of Cups, catfishing you in this relationship. Oh, you're so hot. Because they know that you're stable, that you're secure, you can take care of yourself. This person could have been using you for money. You're setting the record straight as you're healing and you're releasing this person from your energy. You're telling the truth. You're telling the truth and it's coming out. People are starting to see all these lies. Trying to compromise with a High Priestess and the Ace of Cups who is like overflowing with unconditional, beautiful, passionate love here. You could have a new relationship coming in with the Two of Cups and your intuition could be telling you this. And you really loved this person. You were full of love. This person could have been doing love spells with someone that they were in a same-sex relationship with, okay? Doing love spells. And you could be setting the record straight that this person was polyamorous and cheating on you with both sexes. We have an alien here. Yeah, you're in this starseed energy. You're an alien. they're creating a false narrative because they can't dominate and control you anymore. You could have a dark organization, a corrupt community of people here that's coming against you, lying about creating a false narrative that you're not a high priestess or that you're not intuitive, or trying to say that you're lying to the courts about something that's going on. Someone's obsessed. They're just freaking obsessed with you. They could have been obsessed with this polyamory and same-sex energy. We've got a third party and a dirty offer and illness. So somebody got sick. They were hooking up out here, whoring around in these Karmicville streets. They've got a disease, an illness. They're fragile and they're weak. Okay? Somebody's sick. They could be on bed rest. They could be having to stay in their house. We've got somebody who's really immature with the 7 of Swords. Dark entities are using these people to work against you, to be deceptive, to be thieves, to be deceitful and sneaky and manipulative. They're so immature. Okay, we've got these dark energies sending this. This could be a sexually transmitted demon, okay? Acting like, oh, I promise I'm going to love you, expecting that this person's going to follow through with their commitment, but they're non-committal. They're non-committal. They're not going to commit. They're all about their third parties. Expecting, I'm ready, expecting to sacrifice you with this intimacy here. This person wants to be sneaky and give you this intimate, dirty offer here with this dirty D or dirty P. Yeah, we've got insecurities again. Insecurities and self-esteem issues. They're very insecure. We've got real estate. Someone could work in real estate. Someone's wealth or something about a property or some kind of an investment. The King of Cups and a health concern. Okay, so we've got a father figure here. We've got a King of Cups. They're very irrational and immature. They're rude. They're impulsive. They're not faithful. They're not balanced in their emotions. They're extremely reactive. Okay, this person is so immature. Crushing on Jezebel. I can't help but smile every time I think about you because it's an addiction. It's an unhealthy attachment with Jezebel here. And they're trying to be intimate, crushing on you, wanting to come in this Jezebel energy, trying to do love spells, kissing your ass, knowing that they broke your heart. Oh God, I want to be with you so bad, just so that they can rob you, bringing in a love offer, just so they can siphon from you, creating an attachment here, an unhealthy attachment with this addiction here. Trying to rob you, exploit you. It's unfair. Bringing in a love offer, a dirty love offer with a health concern. Laughing because this is backfiring. This is backfiring on that ass. So, yeah. Who's laughing now? You wouldn't have anything to do with this person. Today, right now, in the present moment, fake accounts on social media to spy on you. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Today, right now, in the present moment, they're doing it. Could even be trying to catfish you online to try and get you to hook up with somebody. This Ice King here, online, it's a broad idea. Okay. Trying to send in this love offer, and then boom, having to defend yourself from this person, against this person. You're the wounded warrior. You've got so much willpower. This person could have tried to just stop communicating with you altogether, given money to someone because that they care about because of some kind of legal matter or legal dispute that's going on in the courts. They could have ghosted you. Someone that has some kind of court situation. Someone's parents could be involved. Someone could be a parent. Could be child support. There could be a baby. There could be someone that they got in a relationship with that has something going on with children in the court, with this third-party situation, and lovers with this care card. It says parenthood, patron, and support with this third party. So they ghosted you to go towards this other person. Yeah, there's children involved here, okay? They could have even adopted these children. Something could be going on with the children, something with the parenting plan. We've got a change and a transition with a girl fight, arguments, a physical fight, at war and competing. This person's fighting their own inner demons, but yet they're coming after you. They want to fight you because they want this ex of yours to give them money. They don't want anything to change. They've got a entity attached to them for sure. Yeah, sweetheart, you walked away from this. You don't want anything to do with this. You are completely unavailable. You don't want anything to do with this shit. You moved on to calmer waters. You have so much strength. You escaped this. You're unavailable. This person was cheating. They were gambling. They took a chance, and then they got trapped like a rat. Wherever they went, now they're stuck over there trying to trick you with this entity here. I've got a King of Pentacles. It's got secrets of who they were talking to. Okay. They're greedy. They're corrupt. They got all these secrets. They haven't been honest with you. Okay, about what's going on. They're greedy. Racing and running and avoiding the police. Running from the law. We've got good news that's going to leave someone mentally and emotionally unstable. Got Temperance and moving in. So we could have an earth angel in the justice system that's ready to move in on someone that could be trying to run from the law. All right. Someone could be watching someone that's moved in with someone. It's too late. They're ready. They've been taking notes. It's too late. The police are here. They know about giving someone money. Okay. They're ready. They're prepared. There's an arrangement. We've got a karmic femme that can be getting ready to go to jail. Mentally and emotionally unstable when they get arrested. Okay, they feel powerless. Running. Someone's trying to connect something here. They're running. And they're on the verge of revealing and confessing something because they're getting ready to go to jail. So, trying to run. Someone could have been fighting and they tried to run. And they were running because they don't want to go to jail. A new path presents itself. The Two of Wands, some kind of an achievement here that this karmic femme was hoping for. They were just pretending. They could have been pretending that they wanted to change something or go on a different path. It's easier to pretend everything's okay rather than confront the truth. We've got evidence with a detective investigating someone with the GPS and the street signs here. Somebody's being followed by law enforcement here. And they're trying to run from the law, but it's too late. They're not going to get away. You're just unbothered. You're coming out as the Queen of Wands, and you're a catch, collective. You're hot, you're sexy, you're single, you're successful, you can be an entrepreneur, you're so strong, you're confident, you're so charismatic, you're outgoing, you're creative, you're beautiful. It'd be crazy not to be in love with you, okay? Okay, hold on a minute. What have got pulled so far? Dang it, collective, I forgot to plug in my microphone. So I'll timestamp that at 38:03. I'm so sorry, I just realized that. God, I'm so mad. Okay, so what you'll have to do is probably watch it on your TV from, the app on your TV for at least that first 38 minutes. If you're still here, thank you for dealing with that. I'm so sorry. Dang it, that's so frustrating. Okay, yeah. Disappointed, all right. I'm so disappointed in myself for doing that. Damn it. Okay. Wow. Someone is definitely tired. Okay. They're exhausted. They're tired. That could be you, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. When you feel fed up or annoyed by something or don't feel like doing anything, do you feel like you need to take a nap or go to bed even though it's not bedtime yet? And this could be what this divination abuse is here. They could be draining you out, okay, with this Jezebel energy here, with dark entities using people to work against you, a whole collaboration, a group of people, continuous cycles with addictions and thrills and love spells, okay? You're being protected. Just keep taking your spiritual baths. They're draining you out. Do you feel like you don't have the energy to do things that you normally enjoy? Are you feeling physically fatigued or worn out, like your body is exhausted? Okay? That's how they want you to feel. because you're in the Emperor, Empress energy. They don't want you to create. Someone is definitely enlightened here, okay? You're very enlightened, collective. Sudden feeling of understanding, awareness, or wisdom about something or someone. Do you feel a sense of clarity and understanding about a specific subject, concept, or aspect of life? Are you experiencing a shift in perspective or a newfound awareness that brings a sense of insight and wisdom? Do you find yourself seeking knowledge, wisdom, or spiritual growth to enhance your understanding of yourself and the world around you? So you're going through your enlightened path here. Someone's full of fear. They're anxious. Sorry, wrong way. Feeling uneasy or nervous in general, or afraid or concerned about an upcoming event. And that could be what's going on with the police over here. They could be trying to run. They could know that they're being watched by law enforcement. There could be traces of money being given on fake accounts. And now there's arguments and fighting. They were competing with you, giving money. They could have been trying to do something to take money from something that you had online. Okay. Someone that they were cheating with. Are you feeling nervous or worried about something specific, or do you feel uneasy without knowing why? Do you feel like your heart is beating faster or have sweaty palms even when not doing anything physically demanding? Are you more irritable or easily frustrated than usual? And what I'm hearing is this person could be very anxious. They could have been always like, I'm seeing like constant foot, just moving, just always moving around, couldn't sit still, always partying, on the go, moving around all over the place, couldn't sit still, real anxious, panic attacks. Like that's kind of energy that I'm feeling, okay? And they were hyper, okay, they were real hyper. Wow, do you find yourself fidgeting, bouncing your leg, or needing to move around more than usual? That's exactly the, oh my God. Did something happen that excited or overstimulated you, like too much caffeine, excitement, or a sudden rush of adrenaline? This person likes adrenaline. They're an adrenaline junkie, and this Jezebel, I was drawn to Jezebel, this gives them adrenaline. When they're out cheating, screwing around, it like gives them I can't talk. It gives them an adrenaline rush. They may have gotten tongue-tied and then couldn't explain shit whenever you were like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, because your high priestess here coming out. Yeah, they were careless. They didn't care how they made you feel. And they were aggressive. They were aggressive, forceful. They force things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want, and they're aggressive. And they're angry. They could be violent. Okay? Always creating a lot of tension. It always kept you stressed out and worried and exhausted and just drained. You could have always been giving money to this person. They could have had like accounts that you didn't know about so that they could be fucking around. And the police is right beside fake accounts and dirty offer. With Forcer, moves in silence. With a Karmic here in a third party. These messages, like the police could be investigating something that's going on with someone's social media and their data on their phone, okay? You feel like you want to attack someone or want to argue with them. Have you noticed an increase? I am so out of breath. I can't breathe all of a sudden. It's like I just feel like, oh, that could be like a panic attack coming on. Someone could be feeling like they're getting ready to just have a panic attack, like they can't breathe. They want to fight. They want a physical fight. They're at war. They're competing with you. They argued all the time. They're aggressive. Okay. Wow. They're so insecure. They were so threatened by you and your appearance. They know what a catch you are. Everything you've been looking for and more, and they know that about you, and you're unbothered. You're Queen of Wands, you're Empress, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords came out, and then the Empress and the Emperor all came out to represent you collective. Are you feeling a sense of superiority or entitlement that fuels your aggressive tendencies? They have an unjustified... Now they're attacking my throat chakra aggressively. Now they have an unjustified sense of self-entitlement. Okay, it's very narcissistic. Do you feel a lack of empathy or disregard for the well-being and feelings of others when you are in an aggressive state? And they're hyper about this. They're hyper. You know, they're careless. They're trying to make you jealous. They're jealous. They're insecure. They're the one that's jealous. You don't feel concerned or worried about making mistakes or harming someone or something. Do you feel like you're not paying attention to details or taking things seriously? Yeah, because they're non-committal. They didn't give a fuck. They could have ignored you. You may not have talked to this person anywhere near as much as you should have. Even in the relationship, they could have been quiet and distant. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Do you feel like you're not concerned with the consequences of your choices or behaviors? Yeah, they weren't then, but it looks like now it's too late and they're running from the cops, so they're going to start being concerned about this behavior and these choices and these consequences here real soon if they're not already. Do you feel like you're not following rules or guidelines that are meant to keep you safe and protect others? Yeah, they're careless in their energy. They're jealous, feeling resentful or angered towards someone for a perceived advantage or success, material or otherwise. They're jealous of you in a really profound way, okay? This is kind of going along with my last reading. You ought to check it out. Do you feel a sense of frustration when others receive recognition or attention that you believe you deserve? But why would they deserve it when they're not doing the same thing and they didn't do the work to get there? They don't deserve shit. And they could have just been always having you help them and give them money for shit. No, and then if you didn't, then they'd be fighting and start an argument. Are you experiencing strained relationships or conflicts due to your jealousy and the accompanying behaviors? Yeah, that's exactly what was going on with this person. Do you find it challenging to cultivate self-confidence and contentment with your own life and accomplishments? Lord have mercy. They're stubborn. And they're vicious. God. When you refuse to change your opinion or firmly resist doing something despite the objections of others, are you persistently refusing to change your mind or course of action even when presented with new information or evidence? And this person could not do that no matter how much it was proven that they were not saying or thinking or doing the right thing. It didn't matter. Everyone is always wrong. This person is always right, no matter what. Okay? Do you find it challenging to admit when you are wrong due to a fear of appearing weak or vulnerable? Are you finding it challenging to accept feedback from others, dismissing them without thoughtful consideration? They can't even take constructive criticism. They can't take any criticism at all. They're vicious, they're angry, they're feeling violent, destructive, and in need to be cruel. Have you been engaging in manipulative, deceitful, or malicious behavior to intentionally cause harm to others? Yes, they have, because they came out as the Seven of Swords energy. Are you experiencing a lack of empathy or remorse for the pain or suffering you may have caused to others? Do you feel a sense of enjoyment or satisfaction when witnessing the suffering or distress of others? And that's exactly what they did to you, collective. And you are absolutely horrified by this person. You are horrified by this person. When your dislike of someone is so intense that it scares you, you're disgusted. Have you reacted strongly, like screaming, crying, or freezing in response to a situation recently? And any time that this abuse would escalate and then you would react to it, they would go crazy and blame you for the justified reaction of what they were doing to you. Hey, baby. Hold on. Hi, baby. Hi. I miss you too. Hi, darling.
It was too long.
It was way too long, wasn't it? Hold on, collective. Okay. Sorry, collective. Isn't he sweet? That's Mike's little boy. He's so cute. Okay, I am extremely distracted. I totally apologize, but we're going to tap back into this. We were on Horrified. Okay, so someone's horrified. When your dislike of something is so intense that it scares you, have you reacted strongly, like screaming, crying, or freezing in response to a situation recently? Are you experiencing any physical signs of distress, such as a racing heart, trembling, or nausea? Are you having intrusive thoughts or flashbacks about something terrifying or disturbing? And you could have been so scared of this person, and how vicious they were, and how ruthless they were. They were on and off. They were hot and cold, and they were extremely detached, okay? Unexplained body welts, bruises, and scratches. They could have been trying to attract you in the dream state to attack you in the dream state. They're under pressure. They have anxiety. They've got a decision to make. Time's running out. Someone could be trying to send someone a love message here. They were running away from you, but your spirit team's on site here. Okay, your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, the gods, the goddesses, they've all got your back. And they're protecting you from this crazy person that's in your energy. Okay? Okay. This person was full of secrets. You couldn't trust this person. They were so sneaky and conniving in their energy. Someone's karmic lesson could be a funeral. They're trying to run from death. You can't run from death. Everyone's going to die eventually. There's just maybe a little bit sooner than they expected. Okay. Goodness. Drawn to setting the record straight. What's going on here? Stepping into a new experience. Someone's leg could be significant. Stepping into a new experience. Setting the record straight. Dissatisfaction with life. Disappointment in a friend or a lover. Okay. So you walked away from this person. You were dissatisfied with what was going on in this relationship and this experience that you were with this person. You could have a new job or a new career. Okay. And that could be this new experience that you stepped into. What else are we setting the record straight about? New creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. So someone's mad that, like, you've got this new energy, no matter what they've been doing. And then you've got peace and harmony, okay? An unsuccessful outcome to a problem. They were wanting you to not be able to manifest this for yourself. They were doing all kinds of stuff to try and come against it. They wanted you to be in need of help, assistance, and guidance with major challenges to overcome. Doing magic to create obstacles and blockages in your life and in your pathway. Take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Okay. Got a predator here with a shark and a club. Someone could even hit someone with something. Feel something is lacking in your life. Perhaps love, money, or goals. Okay. They're trying to affect you in so many ways. It's time to act. Involvement with the law. It's time to act. So it's too late. They can't run. Someone is leaving your life. This person ran away. They walked away. It's going to be on the news. They're going to need legal representation in a court case. Someone could be getting 15 years. They've got a guilty conscience. Wow. They definitely need an exorcism too while they're at it. There could even be an Amber Alert with these children that are involved here. Someone's got a guilty conscience. There's a forced conversion. It's going to be on the news. You've obtained a higher level of consciousness. Okay, someone's best friend is involved here. Kansas could be significant. We've got Texas. Something could be going on in the woods. Okay. Oh God, an abduction at a school with an Amber Alert. Bad intentions. Giving someone the silent treatment. Jesus. Someone's scared to leave the house. They're an alcoholic. They want to hurt you for exposing their crimes. We've got a missing person and a cover-up. Oh my God. Clarify, Archangel Michael. What is Archangel Michael protecting the collective from? And the child did come out. The child card did come out. The truth is coming out. Somebody's freaking out now because the truth is coming out. We've got a Virgo here. You could be a Virgo. Someone you're dealing with could be a Virgo. A Virgo could be wanting revenge. Mercury. Communication. The mundane world that you live in. It's the 6th house. It involves work, service, health, co-workers, animals, and pets. Trying to seek revenge on the mundane world that you live in. Okay? They want revenge. Doing black magic out of revenge. Yeah, they're trying to affect your enlightenment. They're trying to manipulate it with energy, with magic. Degaz. Air signs in the letter D. It represents dawn. Someone's name could be Dawn. New beginnings, awakening, breakthrough, completion, and enlightenment. Okay? The fundamental cycle of day and night. Balance, showing everything is interconnected and in constant flux. The eternal balance between dark and light. End of cycle and beginning a new one. Transformation, hope and security. Sees opportunities for growth. Changes occurring will now lead towards a brighter future. So, you know, you're working on what you're trying to bring in here. And they're trying to manipulate. Someone's sneaky, committing theft and fraud. There could have been an affair, being sneaky, having an affair. Something's going to trial, and they can't handle going through what they put you through. Someone's having a mental breakdown, and they need to be medicated to balance out. Now, I can't diagnose. Someone has a chronic health condition. We have a bank employee. They're furious that they've been exposed. Someone's a SEX worker. They're doing dark rituals. Going to the graveyard. They make excuses. No, they're going to prison. Someone took out a life insurance policy on you to collect from your death. Wow, and they're investigating and researching this policy. They don't want this being looked into. Okay. Throat chakra, I was going to say reverse. Throat chakra blocked. A fear of speaking up, over talking, lying, a lack of boundaries, and argumentative. And boundaries came out earlier. They want to come against your boundaries. They're freaking out now. They could have leased something. Okay. Lying, saying that you get paid for SEX. They're being drained of their resources. They could have been draining people for their resources. They have mental health issues, and they've definitely got legal issues going on in the courts. Their empire is falling. They've got mental health issues. They're delusional. Okay. We have an armed criminal. They carry a weapon. They're trapped in something that they've done. They thought that they had you figured out. Their ego has destroyed them. We've got a whole group of people here doing SEX rituals. They have plenty of time to make it right. Someone's phone records are being looked into. We have a waiter or a waitress. Could be in a new relationship. They're stuck. They have no more options. They're doing rituals and spells. We have a femme fatale that's going to prison because of a death plot. Something's going on with their bodily fluids. This Jezebel's got something. Okay. They have plenty of time to make it right, and you deserve to be loved. They have malicious intent with this GPS location here. The GPS came out here. So definitely being followed. Someone could have put a tracker on someone's car. They're lying to the courts. We've got this dark, evil reptilian race here. Something going on with documents. Someone needs bond money because of court costs, fines, a bondsman, bail. Someone could be getting a year probation. It's just dirty offer. Forged documents.
something fraudulent with this forged or with this dirty offer here, and it's got material loss connected to it, creating strife and struggling. Someone could have created a fraudulent business. They could be getting stuff sent to a P.O. box. They will be publicly humiliated in this court situation. They didn't see this coming, and they're obsessed with causing you harm. What are they all in their head about? Why are they so stressed? Because of this smear campaign? Ooh, there's a forensic unit with bodily fluids and a assault here. So this could be SA, a B&E. Money's involved. With this giving money here, receiving money, okay? It's Judgment Day, love God. They're mad that you cut them off. They're definitely in spiritual court. Got the Chinese zodiac sign of the rat. They're mad that you cut them off. And stay no contact with a narcissist. Someone could end up in the hospital. Wow, because of this exhaustion here. Someone could collapse. Exhausted was the first card out. Someone could end up in the hospital because they're always partying. Okay. They need to heal their childhood trauma. Okay. They could have been abused as a child. Someone got pulled over by the cops. That's what this police officer is here. There could be expensive repairs that are going on with someone's car. What are the secrets? Clarify secrets. You want nothing else to do with them. Something could be secret about Venmo. They want attention. They're loud and obnoxious. Something urgent is going on with a victim. They need to be rescued. It's an injustice for this victim. We have a PI that could have gotten a new job. New living arrangements. Being single and celibate. We have a Leo, Virgo cusp, or a Leo or a Virgo. They're out for revenge. Making money off of you. There's a bad breakup that's going on here. Making money off of you. Secret hookups with sex. Someone's in withdrawal. They act like they care, but they do not. And that's exactly what came out. Some kind of info exposed broke the deal or the relationship with this bad breakup here. They're having problems with their job and a poor work performance. Death magic. And they could have been trying to put that on you using graveyard dirt. This enemy here. They're being followed by law enforcement. Someone is PILL sick. That could be what this withdrawal is. They need money for a DRUG problem. Full of lies and deceit. And the cops could know about giving money for PILLS. They're finding out the truth. Okay. So they're all in their head. Tell me about this unexplained freak accident. They're so pissed off. Someone's having a psychotic break and there could be an unexplained freak accident. They're brokenhearted. They're full of envy. They've trapped themselves. It's a covert operation. They were being really sneaky. They don't care who they destroy to get what they want. Want your ex to stop loving you. This could be whoever they're hooked up with now. We've got the Chinese zodiac sign of the snake. Doing magic over your health and your well-being. They cannot access you or your energy anymore. Being with a karmic has destroyed their finances. So they created a covert criminal network to take from you. Because you're creative and you have peace. And they can't stand that. You obtain your goals. Yeah, they're being followed by good law enforcement that's not corrupt. They're undercover. This came out in my last reading. This person's created a war with you. Literally, war. And you just want peace. You're not at war with these people. You just want them to fucking stop. Ever since your separation, all they want is power and control over you. watching you online, a third party interference. They could be watching you from their vehicle. They're obsessive. We got a faller twin or soulmates in chaser mode. They've been bullying you. Well, we got a sheriff rolling up. Okay. Government official employee. We've got a sheriff, someone that works for the sheriff's department. Karmic family member paid a hitman, and they're no longer covered by your protection. Cursing you, curse themselves. These backfires are happening. Okay. God is in charge, and an unexpected event has occurred, and we're clarifying an unexplained freak accident. So, you're no longer covered by your protection. An unexplained freak accident happened. It was an unexpected event because God is in charge, because they hired a hitman. You can't trust them. Karmic's scared and panicking now. They're out for revenge because you cut them off. They're filthy. They have bad spiritual hygiene. Oops. They're a skank hoe. And they've been threatening you. They're ego-ridden. Okay? Yeah. Someone's definitely got an illness. They're sick. Okay? Giving and receiving an illness. Covert operation. It's a betrayal. This could have been someone that you worked with even. Age 25 to 35 could be significant, creating confusion and illusion with all this lies and betrayal. Well, we've got the feds, the alphabet boys are here. It's a major blow up with this deviant behavior and this deviant person. They're full of malice. The more you walk away from things that poison your soul, the healthier you will be. Your toughest villains are the biggest catalyst for your growth. Got the Chinese zodiac sign of the horse. I have an entity attachment, but the energetic blockages have been removed from this entity attachment. Okay. Doing money spells. Could be trying to do money spells to get you to give them money. They got paid to hurt you. This spell work's definitely backfiring. It's come out again. This karmic soulmate's in massive regret because they've been trying to destroy you. We've got a dark high priest. It's this karmic masculine that came out. They want to harm your pet. Better fucking not. Wow, spell work backfiring again. It just keeps backfiring. They're experiencing karma. They think that you're doing something to them, and you're not. Yeah, they're pleasing themselves to your pictures, harvesting off of you. They like accountability. Wow. Yeah, you've just been exhausted. You've had to recharge. There was a lot of energy to have to deal with this betrayal, with all this deceit. They stabbed you in the back. They can't be trusted. They're looking you up. They've got these bad habits with these fake accounts on social media, studying you, getting info, addicted to all kinds of toxic shit. They constantly convince people that they are this and that because they are threatened by you. They could be threatening you. This person has a GUN. And they've got a side hustle going on, which could be PILLS. We have anger management. This person needs anger management. They're living a double life. They're a cheater. They're a backstabber. They're two-faced. They've got bad credit. They're in debt. It's part of their karma. They could go bankrupt. Could be unemployed. Round and round with this karmic cycle with this family. The situation's about to explode and pop off in flames. You rejected this person. Again, it came out twice. And if they tried to come towards you and pop the question, you're definitely going to reject it. You moved on, you let go, and you're loving you. All this person wants is to siphon you for sex. They cheated. Bad choices. It's very painful. They stabbed you in the back, love bombed you. Yeah, and so when they're drunk, love's on the brain. They think about you. They're nostalgic. They know that they want you to give them money because they're struggling financially. They made bad choices. They play games, sending mixed signals. Well, they're having to deal with the consequences of their energy. Someone is doing black magic, juju work on you. Okay. They could be using a mirror. Hating on your body image, your exercise routine. Jealous of how you look. This hater got bad news. It's an obsessive lover that's jealous, they're toxic, they're dangerous, they're unhealthy, they're possessive. Yeah. Mind control. Someone could have contracted an STD. But a defender of truth and justice. Being rescued by good law enforcement here. Your ancestors are helping you big time. So they could be body jumping into this good law enforcement here. Give an offering to your guides. Okay. You've got clarity. Don't take this dirty offer. Don't do it. Because entities, dark entities, are using people to work against you. Don't take this dirty offer. They get escalated when they don't get their way. Okay? This anger management. Somebody could be getting kicked out of a home and they could want you to give them money. They're evil incarnate and they can't defeat you. A whole demonic legion has been harassing you. Somebody went on a secret trip for DRUG use and abuse. We got this warlock here. And they're mad because they can't defeat you. Coven coming against you didn't see this coming at all. They've trapped themselves in ultimate ruin and they can't defeat you. They're defeated. Your ancestors are body jumping and they can't keep their lives straight. It's divine intervention for like the 4th or 5th time that it's come out. They're unhinged. Their phones are tapped. They're under surveillance. And they're definitely promiscuous. A DRUG dealer. They're out here cheating, being promiscuous. Age 45 to 55 could be significant. They were keeping secrets from you. Shit's about to hit the fan. Okay. Yeah, they fucked around and found out. And they get to fuck off. Chinese zodiac sign of the dog could be significant. Your star being family is assisting you, collective. The thieves are in bad health and they've been lying under oath. Creating illusions about money. Okay. Alright. Let's roll the dice and see what signs want to come out. We've got Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Scorpio, Aries, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Pisces. We'll do it one more time. Double Libra. Oh, double Capricorn. And Sagittarius. Could be significant. Alright guys, this is going to be our reading. Y'all just take this how it resonates. Don't force anything to fit. This person's Delulu. And you have definitely had at least 5 times of divine intervention come in to help protect you from this person and what they're doing. Okay, behind the scenes. So, y'all just keep doing your spiritual baths. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself. You're a beautiful energy collective. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for being here and for spending time with me and little sweet Evie Poo. We love you guys so much. I hope that you'll please hit subscribe and the like button and the hype button and all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, collective. Bye, guys. Where's the button? There it is. Bye, guys.